Hi friends, what have you been up? It is a pleasure for me to say hello to you today. In today's video, we will talk about hammer throw volleys. Hammer throw have 5 phases as we know, and therefore is characterized to be a cycle event. These mentioned phases are in first starting position, which legs shoulder width apart. Second, we have volley, which break hammer throw inertia with elliptic movement around the head. Third, twists or turns. 4. We have final effort or discharge. Initial speed of the implement exit, reaching the highest point of the hammer angle. And 5, as the last one, is recovery, which avoid leaving the circle before the fall of the implement once it has been launched. But today, we'll talk briefly about the volleys, how to make them and the chief mistakes made by the beginners. Hammer throwing is quite technical. It is a discipline with high technical demands, and therefore we must take into consideration the correct execution of it, because over the years, these technical deficiencies may prevent better results for the athletic despite its anthropometric measurement, which helps so much to the final result of hammer throwers and sports in general. Many athletes do 2 volleys, others do 3. It will depend on how they feel and how comfortable they are while performing them. And each coach and athlete will estimate the number of volleys to perform. But the most common are 2 volleys before starting the spins. There are 2 ways to do the volleys. One is to start with both legs at the same level and start volleying. The other is to delay one leg and in the second volley put it at the level as the other one. In this video, we can watch the most common mistakes in the beginner in the learning stage of hammer throwing technique. These athletes tend not to twist their trunk sufficiently, hence the elbow sticks in the narcosar, and this leads to a reduction in the range of movements that is needed in this phase and in the throw itself. We can also see how the arms are not fully extended when the implement passes through the central axis, and even if it reached the lowest point, as it must technically be above the right leg, it is difficult for it to reach its most side point, which is the left. In this case, we are looking at right-hand hammer thrower. Therefore, the implement outlet is on its left side. On the other hand, we can observe how the head is not placed with the angle of his arms, and this leads the athlete to advance the movement of the turns without giving the hammer enough speed when starting the turns. Contrary to this, when we see an athlete with more experience, we realize how he cares his trunk rotations, his arms extension, the height and low points of the hammer, and the range of motions. This makes him feel more comfortable when starting turns, and therefore it will be more likely to have a better result. I think coaches should use visual didactic research, and the athlete captures the movement faster, and in this way they will make fewer errors because they will have experience from what they see. The more they can observe, the merrier. In addition, they can be supported by some didactic means such as balls, canes, or simply do imitation without any external object that are very effective through the repetition method to fix the movement in the cerebral cortex. Well, I hope you have enjoyed and understood this video. If it has been useful for you, subscribe and give me a like.